Hi everyone, so today's video is possibly one of my most requested videos ever. It is my makeup and storage collection. I don't really know what to call it. I don't really have much of a makeup collection, so in that respect it's probably going to be quite a disappointing video, but a lot of you have asked to see just what is kind of behind me and how I store things, so I thought I would run you through that today. Makeup collection is nothing in comparison to some people's on YouTube, although for those of you who kind of don't do YouTube or blogging, it might be quite a lot. I speak to a lot of people who don't do YouTube, and some of them have bigger makeup collections than I do and some of them don't, so I think it's all kind of individual preference, but I do have quite a bit more than probably the average girl out there. I don't know, you tell me whether it's bigger or smaller than yours. Onto my makeup storage and collection video. I'm just going to get started with the main bulk of things, which is this Muji set of drawers up here. And I forgot to say, because I think a few of you will ask, this desk is from Next, and it kind of has little shelves on it and on the bottom as well, and that is a lot of messy nail varnish storage, which I'm not going to show you today. I think that's for another video, but I'm just going to get started with my Muji set of drawers over here. So this is where I keep the main bulk of my makeup. This top acrylic set I think is from Homebase, which is quite random, but I just found a set of acrylic drawers in there one day and thought that this was kind of perfect for makeup. I used to put my skincare in it, but my skincare kind of got too big. But along the back I just keep all of my Real Techniques brushes, and then in the front sections here I keep all of my foundations that I like using kind of on a day-to-day basis, my MAC lipsticks, a couple of other lipsticks and some blushes and just some random things, and then in here I keep my Topshop lipsticks. I'm now having to stand on a stool so we can actually see into the drawers because I am so small. So this is my base drawer. I don't really feel like I use this one that much anymore because I kind of keep all my go-to ones out or in my makeup bag. But every so often when I get a little bit more tanned, I kind of switch up what I'm wearing, so this is kind of where everything is kept. So I've got the This Works Perfect Look Skin Miracle, my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser, which is the oil-free version, which I love. It's one of my favourite bases of all time, but at the moment I'm far too pale to wear it. And then I've got the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. I don't love it, I'm still trying to kind of work with it after like a year. And then I've got my kind of drugstore foundations here. So I've got the Bourjois Happy Light, which again I'm too pale for and I don't really love it. My skin is kind of too dry for it. And then the Revlon Nearly Naked, which again my skin has become too dry for, so at the moment I'm really struggling to find like a nice dewy base, which is why I tend to go for kind of like tinted moisturisers and things. And then I have what is the last drops of the Gemma Kid Light Air Foundation. I'm kind of just holding onto it for some unknown reason. I'm too pale to wear it, so I don't even know where I'm keeping it. And then the Bourjois Happy Light Primer. I've kind of got primers over here, which I don't really use because I kind of have the Dior one and that's all I really need. But I've got the Bourjois Happy Light and then the Clinique primers, which I like, but I kind of want something a bit more glowy. And then we have my blushes and just random bits. It kind of gets more random the more we go down through my drawers, but these are kind of like blushes and bronzers, and then a few eyeshadows which kind of don't fit in my eyeshadow drawer. Starting from the left, I've got my Laura Mercier Second Skin Cheek colour in Lush Nectarine. I love that, it's beautiful. One of my NARS blushes, I've got quite a few and I kind of don't really use them that much anymore. Then we've got the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, which I use all the time. And then we have the Guerlain terracotta bronzing powder, which I don't love. It kind of freaks my skin out a bit when it's dry, but I kind of keep it because it's really, really pretty. But my favourite bronzer is the Avon Glow Bronzing Powder. Such a good bronzer. It's got such a lovely amount of shimmer to it, but without looking like disco bally. I just absolutely love it. I think that's beautiful. I've got my Tarte blush under here with a Wild About Beauty blush, which is really, really pretty. It's a cream blush and I really like that. I think I might actually need to get some more. I think it's in the shade Lynn. We kind of get a bit more drugstore here, so I've got the Revlon Photo Ready cream blush and I think that's in the shade Pinched. So that's the colour of Pinched. It's a really pretty natural colour. And then the Rimmel powder blush in Santa Rose, which is almost exactly the same, just a little bit lighter. I really like that. And then we've got my favourite Topshop blush, which I think is Head Over Heels or Neon Rose. Head Over Heels. And it just looks like this. These get so grubby, but they're just so pretty. I love this one. It's one of my favourites. And then we have the new Clinique Cheek Pops, which are currently living in here. This is my favourite at the moment, which is Peach Pop. They're just so, so pretty. I love the colours that they come in. They're so nice. So that is my blush drawer, and then we move on to my kind of miscellaneous drawer, which is on the bottom. So here we've got my Gemma Kid All Over Radiance Cream or something like that, which is still one of the prettiest highlighters I own. It's just lovely. And then underneath we've got my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, which I use occasionally but not all the time. And then we've got a Clinique gel liner, which is nice. I don't really get on with gel liner, but this is my favourite liner. I use this every single day. It's the Collection Fast Stroke Liquid Liner. Go and get your hands on it if you're kind of used to working with liners, because it's just such a good one. It's so black and stays put all day. And then we've got my Jouer highlighter. I think it's in the shade Champagne. I'm not going to be able to open this one because it's a pain in the bum to open, but it's just pretty much the same as the Gemma Kid All Over Radiance Cream. So it's quite a good dupe for that. And then we've got the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer. I think I have the shade Sand. Just not impressed with this. It's so cakey on me. It doesn't really do anything for any part of my face, so that just kind of lives in there, being all lonely. As does the NARS Loose Powder, which is just makes such a mess. I can't really bear to actually use it. And then we move on to the fullest drawer I have. This is my liners and concealer drawer. It's so packed to the brim, I literally can't fit anything else in it. I don't know if I want to take you through everything in here because it's so full, but basically there's 3 of the Origins Plantscription concealers in there, because I have one in every shade, so I'm like never without it. The Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in shade 1, the NARS Creamy Concealer, which is basically like the high-end version of this. This is the matte lip liner in what comes naturally, which is like a really pretty nude colour, but I think it's just a limited edition one. Collection Illuminating Concealer, which is so battered but so, so good. I love this concealer. It's one of my favourites. And then we have a Clinique Chubby Stick for Eyes in, I think it's like Amber something. Let's have a look. It's the shade Ample Amber. It's really nice, but again, it's one of those things that I just forget to use, even though it's a really pretty colour and so easy to apply. And then in the end we have the YSL Touche Eclat in the shade 1, I think. I love this. It's just so good at kind of hiding my under eye dark circles, which I have a lot of. And then we have the Rimmel Scandalise Nude Pencil, which makes my eyes sting so badly. I need to find a new home for that one. So that is it for this kind of section of my makeup storage. It's all kind of been pieced together with different acrylic parts, but the top part is home base. These 2 are kind of separate Muji drawers, and then the bottom are 2 other separate Muji drawers, which I kind of pieced together because I wanted some different drawers. It's like different size drawers. Is it for this area, and then we move down to my desk, and on my desk I just kind of keep kind of jewellery in my little tray, which is from Debenhams. I love my pineapple tray so much. And then we have a coffee, sugar and tea holder, which I think is probably from Burt's or somewhere like that. My boyfriend's brother got it for me for my birthday and I love it, but I just use it for cotton pads because it's so handy. And then this plant is from Homebase. This little box is from Staples in the Martha Stewart range. I don't really keep much in there, I just like the look of those all together. And then this plant is from Homebase. This little box is from Staples in the Martha Stewart range. I don't really keep much in there, I just like the look of those all together. And then over here we have a photo of me, Amelia and Luce at a Bumble and Bumble event, which was so cute. And I really like those photos, so I keep that there. And then we've got just one of my nail varnishes that I've got out because I painted my nails this morning. It's the Barry M Jelly nail polish in Lychee, which I really like. I've got it on my nails now, obviously, because I painted them earlier. And then we have this mirror here, which I think is from BHS or Homebase or somewhere like that. And I just keep that there because I do my makeup here in the morning and it's really handy. And then over here we have another set of drawers, and these are a set of 3 from Homebase, which are a lot smaller than Muji drawers, which is a bit annoying because it means I can never find other ones to match. So like this one is from Muji and you can kind of see the size difference. It's kind of just slightly longer and wider and just a bit of a pain. But this one was actually a gift from Birchbox, the bottom one. It's got Hello October written on the top, but you can't really see it because I've just stacked them because it's neat. In here I just keep lots of kind of essential random things, so nail files, scissors, hand cream, a spare Clinique brow pencil because I'm just obsessed with it, hairbands. Drawer up I've got a lot of mascaras, and these ones I don't really use every single day. The one that I do use, which is the L'Oreal Teloscopic normal non-waterproof, is in my makeup bag, but I've got a few Clinique ones, which I've got the High Impact and the High Impact Extreme, waterproof L'Oreal Telescopic, Max Factor Full Slash Effect, which is one of my favourites. And then we have a Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and then 2 of the Benefit Gimme brow gel things. Don't know what they're called. This is like a test for remember what every single product you have is called. And then in this drawer here I have loads and loads of lip products. I've got the Maybelline Colour Sensational lip glosses, the Revlon matte balms, I've got loads of those, a Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector, I've got a couple of the Bourjois crayons as well, and then a couple of Clinique ones too, so they all live in there. And then this top section is kind of round, kind of cream eye products or just round eyeshadows. And then on the top of these drawers I have my Clinique palettes, so I've got 2 of the Gemma's Essentials ones, which are quite ridiculous. And then I've also got the Clinique Neutral Territory palette, which is so pretty and I love this, I use it all the time. My favourite shade is this second one in, which I wear all the time in my videos. It's just a really beautiful kind of light neutral yellowy shade. It's just really beautiful, I love that. And then I've got some more palettes over here. So I've got Brixton Brown by Rimmel, which is such a pretty palette. I don't use this. And then I've got a Bobbi Brown brow palette, which is really hard to say. Try saying that 10 times over. And then I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Uptown Girl palette, which is so pretty. I love this, it's just beautiful. I love the glittery shade, which is like the 3rd one. It's just so beautiful. They're so creamy and like luxurious as well. It's amazing. And then I've got the Naked palette, which is the original one, which I just wanted for so long. It was one of the first like expensive things I bought when I started blogging, and it's still one of my favourites. I love Half Baked and Buck. Those are like my 2 all-time favourites from this palette. I love the goldy bronzy shades. So that was my makeup collection and storagey video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you store your makeup in the comments below, because I'm always looking to switch up the way that I store things. There's always got to be a more efficient way of storing things, so let me know in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!